So Naylssa Smith is in China right now, and I mean, when Naylssa Smith is just around, stuff happens. And again, I'll say it. Like sometimes it's maybe not Naylssa Smith's fault. A lot of times it's not Naylssa Smith's fault, but like, for lack of a better word, stuff seems to follow her. And she almost started a brawl in her first game in China. Yes, Naylssa Smith almost started a freaking brawl in her first game in China, which is like, I mean, madness. Absolute madness. But still. Let's take a look at this right here. Let's take a look.
Did you ever think a WNBA player's season overseas could ignite an international incident? Buckle up, because that's exactly what's unfolding right now in China with Naylssa Smith. This isn't just a sports spat. It's a wild, career-shaking, reputation-breaking showdown that's leaving fans, coaches, and media scrambling to piece it all together. If you thought the WNBA brought the drama, just wait. This goes way beyond the court, and it's only getting started. Picture this, a heated game in China. Naylssa Smith is playing strong, stacking up her stats, 21 points, 10 rebounds. But then, seemingly out of nowhere, things explode. She's boxed out hard. A little shove? Maybe. Could have been just one of those high-intensity moves that come with the territory. But Naylssa doesn't brush it off. Instead, in one split-second decision, she grabs the ball and hurls it at the other player's knee. Did that really just happen? Fans in the stands freeze, jaws drop. The entire gym falls silent, then erupts in a frenzy. And if you thought that was wild, brace yourself. The player throws the ball back at Smith, and she loses it, launching the ball straight at her opponent's face. It's chaos. Players swarming, fans screaming. It's like watching a movie, but it's real. Can you imagine the referee's reaction? 1 second, it's just a game. The next, he's right in the middle of what feels like a live-action brawl. Did he sign up for this? Doubt it. You'd think that'd be it, right? A quick timeout, maybe a suspension, and everyone moves on. But no, this is China, and what happens in an international sports league doesn't stay there. It reverberates. Back home, the WNBA is watching. Fans are watching. Her team is watching. Every detail is now the subject of debate, and speculation begins. Will Smith be penalized by the league? Will she even be allowed to finish her contract in China? And here's where it gets even messier. The Indiana Fever, her WNBA team, isn't exactly thrilled with her recent antics. This isn't Naylssa's first run-in with controversy, and for many, this is the final straw. Fans are vocal. They want her out, even calling for her to be traded to a team as far from Indiana as possible. As far as they're concerned, the farther the better. But think about it. Smith was having an incredible game. All anyone would have talked about were her stats, her intensity, her skill, and now, no one remembers the points or rebounds. They just remember the brawl. So what's next for Naylssa? Will she be sent home in disgrace, or will she somehow find a way to redeem herself before it's too late? Hold that thought, because the real story is just heating up. What we're witnessing here isn't just one player's misstep. It's a reflection of a bigger issue that's shaking the entire WNBA. More players are heading overseas to places like China, Russia, and Turkey, lured by salaries that the WNBA simply can't compete with. And with this huge pay gap, players are caught between loyalty to their home league and the financial security they crave. Now, imagine if you're one of the top talents making double your WNBA salary overseas. You'd think twice before playing it safe, right? But with all eyes on her now, Smith might lose more than just a game. She could jeopardize her entire career, and it's not just her. Other players might reconsider playing overseas, or even in the WNBA, depending on how this unfolds. So, if you're wondering what this means for the WNBA's future, let's put it this way. Smith's incident could set off a chain reaction. It raises questions about player behavior, salary discrepancies, and even the league's ability to keep top talent from going abroad. Will the WNBA step up to support its players financially, or will we see a talent drain as more players seek out lucrative opportunities overseas? I mean, imagine being in Naylssa's shoes right now. 1 minute, you're earning double your salary overseas. The next, you're facing a potential suspension that could send you packing home early. That's one expensive temper tantrum, wouldn't you say? If this incident tells us anything, it's that the game is changing fast. The stakes are higher than ever, not just for Naylssa Smith, but for the entire WNBA. Will the league rise to the challenge, or will we keep seeing our favorite players leave for greener pastures? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you're as hooked on WNBA drama as we are, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. You won't want to miss what's coming next.